Hi guys, this is part 2 of me playing Chicken Police. So we have to
Just
fight
act
them.
nonchalant, my friend. No.
Hey, question. Oh, lost the thing. So, let's get past this part since we've already got past it all. Get past that. If I want to actually watch it, it's in the first part.
Don't be shy, detective.
All right.
I think Ivan's actually very nice.
Look, detective.
About I think he's very nice, even though he's
Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective. If you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
But I don't even know the question.
Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet. How did you feel when you heard about the
I'm
blackmail?
doing a question like you've done to Deborah in the first video.
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Right, you see, you really remember that's what to do.
Why didn't you just call the police?
Huh? Why? What would have been the use of that? A few messages aren't enough for a case. You should know that.
Harassment makes for a case. So do threats.
Who were you trying to convince, Sonny? Huh? They would have laughed in my face. Anyway, you know, the police station. Once I set foot in there, I'm not coming out again.
Your lawyers are too good for that, Ibn.
Yeah, I guess you're right, chicken.
I'm gonna do that, so I'll go to don't always.
Why would anyone have reason to blackmail your girlfriend?
I don't know, maybe because she's my girlfriend?
You think that's enough?
It's plenty enough.
Good point.
Oh, are you finally getting to a point? Or do you really want to dig around in my private life? Because, people who do that end up in the alley, if you catch my drift.
Very much so, Mr. Wessler. Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush. Were there any similar incidents in Natasha's past? I mean, threats, blackmail, enemies or insane fans, psychopath pianists, perhaps.
I don't know about enemies, but she's a celebrity. A star shining bright in Clawville's night sky. Do you understand? She gets endless fan mail. It could be anybody. I wouldn't overreact.
Natasha doesn't feel that way.
I've noticed.
Okay, so we're doing good. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go middle. I know.
Is everything all right between...
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
Yeah, it would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
Alright.
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out? Huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. How was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah. The Millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here. Only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
You in the same house as
Do you live in the
Natasha?
same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend. Roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
Will she come to you alone when she's out on the weekend?
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. But I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
Alright. What's her name? Good, decent cop. Right, you're not.
Thank you for your time. We'll be seeing you.
I have no doubt about
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. What were they doing? Oh look, this cat. Natasha. What's this?
That was,
Ibn will be back soon. We'll have a few minutes to talk. Then he'll end the conversation and throw you both out.
I knew she was trouble the first time I saw her.
Right, let's focus on this first. I've been trying very hard to change this over when it comes to the threats. Because he knows more than he's willing to tell. I mean, the same stuff she was the first one, Ibn was acting quite strange and he hesitated when I mentioned how he met Natasha. It would be interesting to hear the story from another point of view, but still really valuable. Do we have to talk about it?
I can't leave until...
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
in a glass. But thanks, I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland,
So guys, we need to cut something out. Okay, I'm back.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
okay, Sonny.
So, why am I here?
You know, men tend to bab.
It mu-
I'm not done on right, so I don't have to put in phone. we have to question it now. Let me just into Ibn. Natasha is a mysterious woman. Indeed, and seems dangerous too, but she's undoubtedly in serious trouble. Question is she someone from the Portland or is it someone else? Alright. Natasha, question.
is a...
That was a remarkable performance.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but this stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
Click on the walls, click doing. This is very elegant and so is your room.
The place...
I wanted me to do that. I'm so sorry, guys. Do
you think one of your admirers might be behind the threat?
Those who admire me usually idolize me. No, I don't think it's one of them.
You know, the soul of an animal is extremely complicated. Sometimes all it takes is a bad look or some small rejection to turn admiration into hate.
That's a stillborn theory. No one hates me if they once loved me.
I'm going to be playing Blood Hunt soon. Naughty Stings, what are you trying to make me do? I'm dead, but she's a nice girl. Why didn't you come to me? Any material evidence covering the threats? Concerning
Do you have
the
any
threat?
material evidence concerning the threat?
You may think I'm irresponsible, but I didn't keep any of it. I simply couldn't bear to look at them.
Didn't you think maybe the police would need it?
I didn't think I needed the police. Moreover, do you think the girlfriend of Ibn Wessler could ever turn to the cops?
No.
I see. So, what about me? How do I come into the picture?
It sounds ridiculous, but you're my last hope.
That does sound ridiculous, but I accept. My ego and old habits.
You can't do anything else, can you?
Something
No.
like that. A leopard can't change its spots. Deep behind the diamond skin.
What are those threats exactly?
What was in those threats?
The message itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used?
Honestly, I just want to know, what about Sonia?
I
Okay.
suggest...
Oh no, sorry.
How many fools like me?
In all my life?
I just forget it. I don't want to know. Curiosity killed the cat. No pun intended.
I'm just joking.
Fair point. Broadcast. Natasha is a mysterious woman.
Stop beating about the bush. What do you know about Molly? How do you know about
Let's
Molly?
stop beating about...
I'm prepared for that question, but
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How? Were you a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
Yes,
I'm
sorry.
sorry, but that's me when feline claws are at my throat.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew
Yeah,
you were a
Natasha.
decent fowl, that you would help me.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife
Sorry about
into
that.
this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Cluck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
Ooh. What got you on for me? Didn't we start doing it? I'll do this.
What exactly do you...
You are really as good as...
Okay.
Natasha,
Oh no,
that was a
no,
really...
I don't mean to do that. I'm going to end the video. Goodbye.